Hey guys, welcome to my channel. How's everyone doing today? I hope that you guys are all doing very fabulous. So today I'm gonna dive into the new Morphe M1 Magic Mirror Artistry Palette. This is brand new from them, and I'm gonna give you a quick overview, and I'm gonna put it to the test. I'm gonna do a tutorial as well, because I wanna test the quality. I wanna see how the quality of this palette is, and I know I'm sure you guys are too. A palette that you wanna spend $28 on. That's how much it retails for on Morphe's website. I think right now that's the only retailer. I'm sure it'll probably go to Ulta and some other retailers, but for now it's just on Morphe's website. I look at this palette and I think boring. Yeah, that's what I think. I look at this and I go, okay, boring, but maybe not. Maybe it just looks boring, but maybe it's gonna give us a real good time. We'll find out though, we'll find out. Sometimes having a huge palette like this, and I've said this before on my channel, it can be a blessing and a cursing. You know, it offers so much choice that when I look at it, I'm almost overstimulated. And then I'm kind of like, well, I'm thinking for a long time, what kind of eye look am I gonna achieve? But then on the flip side, it's really nice having a lot of choice. Some people really like that, especially for pros, professional makeup artists who are consistently putting makeup on a variety of people. It's great to have a big palette that does offer a variety of pigments, warm and cool tones that you can apply on several different types of customers, their skin texture, you know, their skin type, and that's a good thing. But what did Morphe do for an average consumer like me to immediately purchase this palette? And I have to be honest, guys, it was really the way that they have it laid out. They've made it very simple and they made it very easy to achieve an eye look without a lot of thinking. It is 35 neutral colors. The nice thing about this palette is that it does have a variety of warm tones and then it goes cool tones. Okay, but the first two rows here are mattes. This third row here is mattes and pearlescent mattes. The fourth row here are your shimmers, and then the fifth row here is your metallics. So all you have to do is, instead of looking at this as a giant palette, you can break it up into columns. Okay, that's what it's designed for. It's 7 columns here, and those 5 shades in that column would be what you would put on your eyes. So they've made it very simple. So take this middle row right here and just put that on your eyes. That's your eye look. Very simple, very easy. Morphe did something very similar with their No Silent Nights palette, their big artistry palette that they came out for Christmas. Let me show it to you real quick. This is the No Silent Nights. By far, probably in the top 2, but maybe even number 1 for me, the best drugstore palette I own. I absolutely love this palette, great quality. They've laid it out real similar, and I'll show it to you side by side here in 1 second, but all the mattes are on top. Glitters and shimmers, second row. Mattes, another row of mattes on that third row. Glitters and shimmers, fourth row, another row of mattes on the last row here. And again, you just take it by column, that's your eye look. Now, of course, you're welcome to go wherever you want on the palette, but if you want ease and simplicity, which is what I like, Morphe did a great job. The quality of this palette though, amazing. So I'm hoping that this Magic Mirror palette is just as good a quality as their No Silent Nights palette. Before I get right into the eye look though, let me introduce myself. My name is Carrie and I love makeup. That's it. Very simple, very easy, very fun. So please consider subscribing to my channel and give this video a like. And for those of you already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys are the best. I have the best subscribers. So thank you guys. I appreciate your support. It really means a lot to me. All right. So since the palette offers warm tones and cool tones, I'll do a warm tone on one eye and then like a cool tone on the other eye. And then that way it'll give us kind of a good perspective on the quality. I'm gonna start with this row right here. So I'm gonna go with a warm look first. Okay, pigmented, so see all that fluff? All right, so until I figure out the attitude of this palette, I'm gonna err on the side of caution and go in real soft and then build up if I need to. But I'm gonna use that pigment and I'm gonna put it right, start in the crease and then bring it up as a transition. Sometimes pigments can be very deceiving. They can give no color payoff in the pan, but then you put them on the eyes and it's like, oh my God. Like I was not expecting that. And then sometimes they can look super pigmented in the pan and then not give hardly any color payoff. So it's always good to err on the side of caution, especially with a new palette, because you do want to understand its temperament. All right, so that glided on really, really pretty. Now I'm going into this one right here and I'm going to start to darken up the crease. I'm going to put that pigment in the crease. I'm going to go into this color right here and I'm going to start to darken up the outer V. Pretty. Okay, that's a pretty pigment. It almost is reminding me of almost like a terracotta. And I'm going to take that same pigment. I'm going to take it under the lower lash line, whatever's left over. I'm going to take the first fluffy brush that we used, no more pigment, just kind of blend it out. Y'all know I'm an over blender. Okay, so now we can get into these glitters and these shimmers here. Swatch them for you real quick. They both look really similar. As I'm looking at them in my viewfinder, my hand look almost this, they're very slight differences, very slight differences. I'm not sure that you'd even notice that on the eye, to be honest. All right, but anyways, we're going for it. And I'm gonna go into the metallic color. Don't think I'm getting any fallout, which is nice. It looks a little bit darker in the corner of my eye because my eyes sometimes water from my allergies. So, but anyways. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna apply some glitter glue. Okay, you guys know that me and glitter glue, we're best friends, and I always try to put pigments on without glitter glue, and then I end up putting the glitter glue on. So I'm just gonna be smart this time and just put glitter glue on right away. That was a long explanation to tell you that I'm gonna put glitter glue on the inner corner and the inner lid of my eye. And then I'm gonna go into that pigment right there. That's the last pigment in that particular row. So I'm putting the glitter glue on, you guys, because I want to, besides the fact that I love glitter glue and it makes the pigments so a lot more vibrant, but also those two pigments were so similar in like shade range that I almost feel like, should I put it on with a, I'm debating, should I use it with a finger or what? Anyways, I want brightness for the eye, and I don't know, let's see here. No, that's just as dark. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try the finger. Okay, they're both so similar that honestly, I don't feel like I'm getting any like extra brightness from the eye. I don't know if is that making any sense to you guys. A beautiful look. It's still beautiful. The eye's beautiful. I feel like I'm kind of forced to go outside the row. I'm gonna go outside the row and I'm going to use this pigment right here. I'm just gonna go in with my finger. I don't need any more glitter glue or anything like that. I'm just gonna apply it inner corner and on the inner lid. Let's just brighten it up a little bit. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, that's a lot more coppery and golden than I thought. Okay, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's bring it up and over a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I'll move over to the other eye. So I think I'm gonna go with this row right here. It's like real taupey. It looks really, really pretty. Since this color right here is the lightest color, that's gonna be my transition. I'm gonna tap off because, like I said, I don't know the temperament yet of this palette. I don't know how much attitude it's gonna give me. I like to start it in the crease and then work my way up with it. As a transition, very lightly. I'm going in with a real light touch. trying to blend it out. It's giving me a little bit of problems blending out, but hold on, I'm not gonna judge it too quickly yet. A tapping motion for that particular pigment versus the rubbing is working better for me. Just a side note, FYI for you guys. I have loose skin on my eyes, so sometimes tapping is gonna give me a more even application, if that is making any sense. See if I can blend some of it out, bring it kind of up. All right, so now, honestly, I feel like these two colors are the same. Okay, hold on, let me, do you guys see much of a difference? Very little, right? Really little difference. Okay, so another row that has pigments very similar. I'm gonna go into this one just to see if it applies differently on the eye. I don't know, maybe. Okay, so didn't really give me much. So let's move on to outer V. I'm gonna go into the darkest shade here. It's like a black, and then we'll put on these glitters in the shimmers here. Again, I'm gonna tap because I don't know. I'm gonna just tap to be on the safe side. All right, let's take a little bit of that pigment. I'm gonna go underneath the lower lash line. Okay. I'm gonna take the first fluffy brush that I use, no more pigment. I'm just gonna kind of clean things up a little bit, take away some of the harshness of that black, kind of blend things out a little bit. So now I'm going into the bottom color right here. I'm gonna take a brush, I'm gonna put that all over the lid. And this eye, ooh. Whoa, pigment, oh my God. Okay, oh my God. I don't know if that's much of a metallic. It looks like a matte with some glitter in it. To me, that's to me though. Okay, so I need to, wow, okay, that is dark, but real pretty. If you like a real dark eye, that black. Let's brighten this eye just a little bit. I'm gonna add the glitter glue and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. And then I'm gonna, on the eyelid, okay, there's no way I'm putting that on the inner corner. I'm trying really hard not to get that on the inner corner. Into that pigment right here, and I'm gonna put that on the inner corner because I do love an inner corner highlight. Going in soft on purpose. I'm gonna take it up and over a little bit. Okay. All right, well, all right, so I think I'm done with the eyeshadow. I'm not gonna put a brow bone highlight on. Neither one of the rows that I use, this eye or this eye, offered a brow bone highlight. So you would have to move into another row anyways, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna apply some mascara, and I'm gonna use the Essence. This is the Essence, kind of like a lash primer, and then I'm gonna use the Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational. Been loving this combo lately. And I'm sorry if you hear a lawnmower. My neighbors are getting their lawn mowed. But anyways, all right, I'll be right back. Okay guys, the mascara is on, and now let's move on to lips before I show you the final look and give you a few little thoughts on the palette. So for lips, I'm going to line them with the, what are you? LA Girl Shockwave Nude Lip Liner in Maple Glaze. And the lipstick I'm gonna use, look at this gorgeous lipstick, Pat McGrath. This is in the color, show it to you because it is just so beautiful. This is in the color Skin Sane. It's a matte lipstick, but I'm gonna top it with a gloss because y'all know I can't help it. It almost looks like a metallic, though, but it's gonna dry down as a matte. Okay, so now I'm gonna top it with the NYX Fat Lip Drip Oil in, I think this is Newsfeed. Yeah, this one's in Newsfeed. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay guys, the lipstick is on, so let me show you the final look. Okay guys, this makeup look is complete, so let me give you a couple thoughts on this Morphe Magic Mirror palette. Do you need it? Absolutely not. First impressions, nope, you don't need it. Nope, you don't. A lot of these colors in here were redundant. These two were redundant. I felt like these two shimmers, glitters or shimmers or whatever Morphe's calling them, they were very similar. I imagine the rest of the palette is gonna be very similar to that. But, again, this is a new palette for me. Sometimes you have to break it in. Sometimes you have to use it a few times before you understand the temperament of the pigments and how they apply. And sometimes you just have to figure things out. So first impressions, definitely not as good as the Morphe No Silent Nights. If you have the Morphe No Silent Nights, I don't think this is something that you would need in your collection. However, I do think that although first impressions are very important, I do feel that this palette deserves a second chance, and I want to use it a little bit more before I give a full, like, absolutely yes or absolutely no opinion. But right off the bat, you know, are you gonna run out and go get it right now? No, no, don't do it. I paid full price for mine, 28 bucks. I know I mentioned that earlier, but wait for a sale, okay? If this color story, I mean, speaks to you, and it might, then absolutely, go purchase it. But my first impression is that it was not as good a quality as the Morphe No Silent Nights. In fact, I almost feel like it's not as good as quality of the other palettes that I've recently used, like the Natural Flirt or the Everyday Chic. So take my opinion though, you guys, with a grain of salt. And like I said, deserves a second chance. I'm gonna play with it a little bit more because you never know. Love for this palette might spark. It might, you know, it might just need a little extra help and and for me to maybe play with it a little bit more. So, and I am comparing it. I'm comparing it to a very high bar. Morphe No Silent Nights, that bar was set high. So if you're gonna come out, Morphe, with quality less than this, people are gonna notice, okay? So, you guys, those are my thoughts, but like I said, I'm still gonna give it a little bit more. I still wanna try it, but comment below, tell me what you think. If you want me to do more looks with a certain row on that magic mirror, I'm happy to do that. And again, I'm gonna play with it some more, so you might see another video. But you guys, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.